Testing, testing, one, two, three. I hear myself, so that's good. Hey, fellas. Well, at least William was the first one to say something. I'm doing well. First Saturday here with the wife out of town. Try not to be too indulgent, you know. When I'm doing nothing but eating Oreos and playing video games all day. Probably not the best thing for the state of balance of my life. Yeah, she's visiting family. She has a brother that's got some health problems up back at home. So, hey, see you later. Long time no see, man. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, I gotta post the link up in the Discords. 1 second, please. We'll get started in just a minute here. Yeah, so the wife will be out of town for like a month or so. And it's not because we're having problems or anything. Our marriage is great. It's it's just family stuff she's got to deal with up there. Seems like the first thing out of everybody's mouths when she tells them that she's going to be out of the state for a month is, "Oh, is your marriage doing all right?" She's like, "Yeah, we're fine, jeez." I gotta say, the Baofish's automatic notification system is super convenient. So nice. Yeah, no need to apologize. See you later. We all got our own stuff we gotta deal with, and sometimes that just means taking a break. Living in real life for a while. You still playing Skyrim at all? Are you taking a break from that in general too? Yeah. The community grew a little bit while you were away. A couple new discords floating about. It's that Skyrim life. You might quit Skyrim, but Skyrim never quits you. Oh, you're gonna get a new series started. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see here. I don't remember where we left off with Jagasta last time. Does anybody else remember? We made it to Whiterun. He was doing some work out in the farms. Oh yeah, we did the Blessings of Nature. Okay, so he became a worshipper of Kinnereth, or Kynarthi, in the Khajiit pantheon. Which makes a little more sense for him, since the ritual stone drops off dead bodies, and we're role-playing it as that's Kynarthi, lending him some wayward spirits on their way to the sands beyond the moons. So we can kind of tie the ritual in with the deity that we're worshipping. And let's see here. Does it give me the percentage? No, I'll have to... pray in order to see what that is. But what's nice about the Worshipper of Kinnereth is it does give you movement speed in combat, which we took the perk last time that allows us to translate every 1% of movement speed buff into a 2% unarmed damage buff. So that's good. Sadia, yes. So I think I mentioned last stream that while he wouldn't go seeking out this red guard that the Alakir warriors told him about, that he wouldn't go out of his way to avoid it if the conversation happened naturally. And lo and behold, the conversation did happen naturally. Sadia came to offer him a menu and noticed that she was a Redguard and said, "Hey, did you realize that there are some Alakir warriors looking for a Redguard in Whiterun?" And she was like, "What?" and had us follow her up here. So that's what we're doing up here now. And this is probably a quest that so many people have done so many times because of Whiterun being one of the central locations in the game and one of the first major cities, if not always the first major city that you get to, at least in a vanilla playthrough. And then the Alakir warriors being like right up at the front gates. I think the second time that you enter the cell, even from an interior within the city. This happens to be a quest that you run into quite frequently in a normal playthrough, so thought it would be fun just to see how Jagasta handles it from a role-playing perspective. I haven't really planned any of this out or anything, but just trying to get myself in the frame of mind of this character, and we'll see where he takes us. Get some Night Eye. Yeah, we were talking about lighting mods and stuff. I don't remember if it was my stream or if it was Bayofish's or somebody else's, but yeah, interiors are definitely one of the places where this lighting setup is just probably too dark to be practical, so have to have some kind of lighting solution for it. Okay.
So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. So the Alakir know where I am? What did they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me.
Oh. This one wishes you no harm. I was just passing the word along, so to speak.
Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else I can trust here in the city.
It's like Bethesda pushed a quest on you. No, that would never happen. They would never do that. They want you to play how you want to play. Fine, this one will hear you out. What is your side?
I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Almeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution.
And how would you propose I do this?
They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me. So you'll have to find out where they are.
Okay, any suggestions on where to start?
I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust.
Okay, before I do this, why are these Alikir after you?
I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down.
And this one knows about the guards not wanting to meddle in this business, so I will not even ask. Okay, I will do this for you.
Find me the moment the Alikir are taken care of.
Okay, so we've discussed at some length anyway about Jagasta's philosophical need to force himself to trust people. I would say that his spider senses are
around the corner. Which corner? All of them.
tingling a little bit on this, but he can sense that this woman's
Tell me
desperation
what you need.
is real.
Oh, did you need something?
So I think he's going to be compelled to help her out. And he's going to force himself to trust her based on his lessons from the Gautfeng
Is the
monastery.
Here are looking for? What will you do? Who do you trust? Don't look at me. I trust everyone.
Yes, we are a very like mind in this, are we not? That's why I'm glad to have you along.
Hail, Dragonborn.
But we also must keep in mind the safety of our fledgling adventurer, Mr. Eric the Slayer. So let's be very careful and watch each other's backs, yes? So, while I was doing some gaming off camera, off stream, I encountered Eric on a job protecting an alchemist as she gathered ingredients just out in the wilderness. That feature is added by Immersive World Encounters. That's also how we found Skjarn and Duraz out in the wilderness, hunting some kind of beast or other. And then we took them along on our journey with us for the Nettlebane.
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat here, so that's why I stopped. Very interesting quest. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I kind of stopped playing and saved the game right here so that I could stream it. Okay, see you later thinks she's innocent based solely on looks.
Got something to say?
If she did do it... Yeah, so... Like anything else, when there's two sides, two such opposing sides to one
I'm ready
issue,
if you are.
the truth probably lies somewhere in between, right? So I don't know if it's a case of Kamatu being evil or if it's Sadia or Iman being evil. But let's see how this plays out a little bit. Yeah, as I was saying, off stream, we encountered Eric the Slayer. He said he could definitely use the help. This is adventuring business is tougher than he thought. I went ahead and outfitted him in the Vanguard armor. I kind of think it fits his combat style and everything
Just feels right
quite well.
somehow. Having this new
kinda
life as an
tanky.
adventurer. It's what I was meant to do.
I really like the armor set. It's just, I wish it were just a little bit more shiny, the metal pieces, but it looks like it's made out of the banded armor. It's mashed up from some of the banded armor pieces, so I think it's not meant to be all that shiny. So she's sending us off to find an imprisoned Alikir warrior in the Dragon's Reach dungeons. Oh, also, Patsy is here.
Is there something I can do for you?
That's because off stream, while I was playing, he did find us in the Drunken Huntsman. and he handed off a letter, which is a bit of a desperate missive, saying that there is some important business to be had in Falkreath, and somebody who is begging us for some of our time. So I guess Jagasta has made a bit of a name for himself. And this gentleman by the name of Marcus Janus, I believe. Or no, Janus something else. Yeah, let me see. Marcus Janus, yeah, at Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath. Wanted to see us, and I think Jagasta, being of good nature, he's coming into his own as far as strength goes, wants to see if he can help this person if he can. So we may be taking that on after, but right now we have other fish to fry. Curved swords. Yes. Hello, I am here to visit with one of your prisoners. I hope that's not a problem, yes? Visitation hours are afoot. Okay, we got a Sky Shard. Ooh, and a perk point. Nice. Oh, and a Stark. Hello?
What are you looking at?
Yes, this one has come to learn that you know the whereabouts of a man named Kamatu. Do you know where he is?
You have a death wish then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
I hope you don't mean like that, right? This one does not swing that way. What is it you need exactly?
I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
This may be agreeable to this one, but how much to pay your fine?
100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Yes, no problem, but why would your kinsman leave you here? Leave you behind?
Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Hey Loki, good to see you pop up. Alright.
Alright then.
So these Alakir are quite strict. Quite punishing with what they allowed to happen to themselves, yes? Officer.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I say.
Yes, dragons, they are quite a menace. I wish to pay this prisoner's fine.
Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Oh boy. This is unfortunate phrasing, given our last conversation. Okay, so let's talk.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Listen, your fine has been paid. You will be a free man shortly. Now tell me what you know about this Kamatu.
Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! The fine's been paid, now set me free!
Yeah, see you later. He sounds like he's going to say or do anything to get out of that cell.
I said my fine has been paid.
I wouldn't say that Jagasta feels like he can trust him, but he feels like he has to. And at least he gave us a lead, I suppose. 4:32 p.m. It's kind of late. The Swindler's Den place over here. So we'll go check it out. It's not like we're on our own. If we get ambushed, we do have backup, at least in the form of Amelie and Eric the Slayer. If I can remember to set them to follow before I leave the Bannered Mare, anyway. So there's that. And I would say that he also sensed the same kind of desperation from that prisoner as he did from Sadia. So a lot of that kind of shiftiness, I suppose. Oh, do I have
Hello, child of Kinneret.
training points I can use up here?
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Nope. I do have that perk point I can use, though, that I got from the Sky Shard. Yeah, he's sensing the same kind of desperation that he sensed from Sadia.
Welcome. Let me know if you want.
So if he's getting squirrely vibes from this person, it might just be because he's desperate to get out of there, not necessarily because he's trying to hide something. And for what it's worth, he was pretty forthcoming about the ambush, so to speak, that would be awaiting
I
us.
think I'm done shouting for today. I could use
How
a
are we
drink.
doing over here?
Does this place serve milk?
How can I argue with that?
Order me your biggest meat cup.
Okay, just this
There's
one.
no shame in ordering milk, Amari. This one drinks milk quite frequently.
Onward we march for Debella's glory.
Indeed. This one does not know about this Debella, but glory is not so bad. Alright, so I think what we're going to do here is just kind of hunker down. We don't want to be out too late. We don't want to be caught in an ambush at 1 o'clock in the morning if it takes that long to get out to that Swindler's Den. So let's go ahead and get a room.
Oh, did you need something?
No, I just need to get by. Waiting for you to pass, please. I do not want to buy anything from you. Please keep walking. That way. Go that way. Oh. Okay, she's going to do her own thing.
What can I do for
She walked the other way just to spite me.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Let's see. This one needs a room for the night, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
And about my
Yes.
room, I've stayed here before. I know where it is. You do not need to walk ever so slowly up the stairs to show me where it is. Thank you.
I understand. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire.
Oh, sorry, Loki.
Thinking of
Yes,
settling into a
we
soul
can
bath.
see what
Anyway, what do you need?
Jagasta looks like. No problem. The lighting here isn't exactly ideal. We can also remove... Oops. Wrong menu. We can remove his hood. Here's Mr. Jagasta. Kind of a tiger look to him. He's got some longer reddish hair, which is braided on the sides. Some fiery sunburst eyes to go along with his fiery attitude. I do plan on taking on some pyromancy with this character, but we've been kind of focused on unarmed combat for a while. Ooh, it looks like we have some lighting issues going on with the prayer beads there. I found with the lighting overhauls and such that I'm using that sometimes it causes certain models just to disappear at certain angles, including the entire player character. I'm guessing it's the lighting anyway. Could be something else, but I'm guessing because it's angle specific. Has something to do with the way the light bounces off of the character. That's my thought. Yeah, actually I spent a lot of time, I think almost the first entire stream with this character, trying to figure out what his robes were. And then I went and found the prayer beads on the Nexus, as well as this awesome work hat while he's out in the fields doing some farming or just doing some day labor to pay the bills. Of course, now with 12,000 gold, he doesn't really need to